Alright, so these are the original playoff 12s, playoff home, depending on what you call them. And I've been using this product called IZ Shine. It's kind of poorly written on there, but it's basically a homemade product. It's like kind of a form of retro bright, except it doesn't have really any chemical in it. I guess it's all natural ingredients, so if it gets on the leather or other parts of the shoe that you normally wouldn't use it on, it doesn't hurt it. It just rubs off with Magic Clean Eraser or soap and water, or even just water. I got a half of a eraser here that I'll be using in a minute. So I've whitened these up quite a bit, and really about as white as I care to get them. They don't seem to turn much anymore. Had them in about 85-degree sun today with the both shoes with them wrapped, with saran wrap to keep it wet and lasts a lot longer. So I'm going to peel the wrap off, and these are pretty much done. This is the shoe that was already done, except for I went back and whitened it, but I'd already done the restore in terms of decreasing the toe box and part of the tongue actually too underneath here, and also just giving them a general cleaning and undoing the pilling or the fuzz inside. A little bit of tape on the back here, which just tore. There we go. This will give you and then basically my last step I do is clean these off. So that out of there. It's still pretty wet actually. Just having pulled it from outside a little bit ago. So it's gotten pretty white. I did go ahead and run it up on the Phylon as well, even though it generally doesn't need it. But I was trying to get rid of some of the kind of the dirt look. A little bit of it seems to be kind of permanent, almost like it's scuffed in. And you've got to be careful using a extra strength Magic Clean Eraser, because it will actually eat away the reptile print. That same print that's found here obviously is also on the Phylon. So you kind of got to be careful with that. Other thing I think I just learned, I don't know why I didn't know this, I guess just because I don't have any pairs, is that that print was originally used on Air Jordan XIIs. If you're a 2 fan, I'm sure you knew that for a long time, but the 2 and the 12 being 10 Jordans apart, essentially used the same reptile pattern as a tribute. So I thought that was kind of cool. Let me see if I can get this, instead of shooting it like that. It's going to be hard to get this to come out without me holding it, but it's going to be sort of upside down, but bear with me. Anyway, I mean, there's really nothing really to show you, just that I kind of quickly rub off the remnants of the product, IZ Shine, and again, I have that had that in the sunlight for a couple, probably 3 hours actually today, or 2.5, something like that. And I checked it a few times just to make sure there wasn't any separation going on, but it wasn't that hot outside. And I did have the upper of the shoe covered with a cloth. You can tell even from the videos, it looks pretty white. This will also be kind of like my final cleaning steps to make sure that there's any dirt or leftover stuff I don't want on there. So I have to be real gentle on the Phylon. That's why I prefer to not use this, because you can clean tires of these things, or wheels, whatever. You clean things that can take some serious scrubbing power to get clean, and they will do it. So there's some pluses and minuses to using the extra strength version. They last a hell of a lot longer, but they also will take out patterns of soft materials like Phylon, so I got to be careful with that. So this shoe is pretty much dialed. I will probably give it kind of a final buffing. Turn this around with some leather conditioner, which might make them a little bit shiny, but it's okay. It's better to keep them conditioned than not. So pretty much remove the yellowing. I don't mind them looking a little bit vintage. I don't want them looking like cheap plastic 2012 versions. And I'll probably rub that off with a towel. And then of course there's the toe box results, and also ironed up to about the 3 on the tongue. And that was where I kind of stopped, just to not mess it up. but restores, some of it is preservation, like I didn't get rid of every crease for the reasons I stated in the other part of the videos, just because I don't want to mess up the reptile pattern.